Well, it's like we talked about before with the current dating market, uh, being so crazy, like extraordinary measures, aren't that insane. Doesn't doesn't really
What is the dating market? So, so these guys are doing it for the dating market, bro. Let me tell you, I'm a changed man now. But I'll tell you this: if you're a guy, young guy, you're you're looking to date, meet someone. First of all, girls can see when a guy is going out of his way to try and impress her. For starters, that's why Clav sort of balances it with his like "I don't care" type of attitude, right? But eventually, the young girls can maybe get fooled for some time. But when he wants to start a relationship, there'll be a seeing through that. So to try and date, because what happens is that when he goes into this lifestyle of like, okay, I just want to look good and get a girl, maybe he dates her for like a week, 2 weeks, leaves her, or whatever he's trying to achieve. When that happens, he's going to live in that lifestyle. And at the end, he's still going to be lonely because what he was chasing in the girls is not what actually will make him happy in the long run. That's not what will make him happy in the long run. You might be 40, maybe he might have a few kids here and there, and he could be 40, but he won't be able to really hold on to a relationship because he's chasing the wrong things. And he's not looking to grow a relationship with someone long term. And just because of that, his foundation that he's trying to build and base everything off looks is going to be flawed because now what really matters is like what's inside his brain because he seems like a smart guy, like he thinks, like he seems like a smart guy, but and maybe it's for sure, like it's a media thing, right? He's going on these channels and networks, right? Maybe it's a media thing, but it's like that's the part that I struggle with. Is this just a network, like a media thing that he's doing? If it is, it's like, but you're also influencing young people, young guys that are still growing up. They haven't hit puberty. Maybe they're feeling anxious. Maybe their friends, they've already hit puberty. And they're like, okay, what's wrong with me? Oh, I need to catch up. Maybe I need to do this. Maybe I need to do that. And that is not the way that young men should be led to build their confidence. The confidence should come from what's in here, in the brain, reading books, learning from people who've already been through what you've been through, people already ahead of you. Learn, work with them, go to work, learn skills with your hands, learn to sell, learn to build a business. I'm sure you're doing that right now. Maybe that is what you're supposed to be teaching young men. It's like, okay, how do you become popular? Maybe it's not bone smash. Like, find something that can help because I'm sure there are better ways. I'm sure there are better ways because the criticism, remember all the time, like when people criticize you, it's not because they think that you're like a bad person. They don't think that you're a bad person, but they criticize, especially when it's older people. It's taken me time because sometimes you're like, oh yeah, these people are old, they don't know, they can't relate to what's going on. It's not because they can't relate or they don't see what's going on. There's a moment in your life where you just start understanding life in a way that you just can't explain. Not that I'm all there, like there's certain things that now I can see. I'm just like, okay, this is what's going on, right? And you don't have to put yourself in that situation because I've been in situations where I'm like, okay, I shouldn't have done that. And you look back, you're like, yeah, maybe that's true. I shouldn't have done that. And older people, when they come to young people, they see someone with potential because clearly he's got potential. And we're trying to help him course correct because where he's aiming, he might be aiming off target because the people that are already ahead of you, they see the map, they see the picture, they see where you are, they see where your decisions are taking you. And there's a point when you're young where your decisions, yeah, you can fix them within a year or two, like you recover if you make a bad decision. And there's a point when you as you grow, the decisions that you make and the mistakes that you make can have bigger consequences. They might take time to recover from, or you might not recover from. So the wisdom that people bring, older people especially, sure, you can question, but it doesn't mean that because they're bringing it to you, they're trying to bring you down or they don't know what's going on. Because not everything is also about money. That's another thing that you need to understand. Not all money is good money. Some money and some things, they're not worth it. Right now, they might seem like, oh, yeah, it's great, it's great, it's great. But the world and the markets, they always correct. So if you do things and try achieve certain things by means that are not the right ways to do it, the market will correct itself eventually. And it always comes back. Yeah, it just always comes back. It's like principles in life. They're just going to happen, right? It might just not happen right away. And some people get away with it for sure, right? But when a lot of people start telling you, bro, bro, you need to start paying attention. You need to start listening. You need to start listening. At least take it with a grain of salt, sleep on it, think about it, and just ask yourself, like, why is it everyone is sort of pointing to the same thing? I understand the frustration. You're like, okay, I'm lonely. I don't have this. I don't have that. I need to get around people. I need to be popular. I need to have friends. You're seeking connection. What you're seeking for is connection and significance. And there are ways to achieve that without having to go through what you're going through right now. You don't need to.